Okay, let's turn to China now, where President Xi Jinping has kicked off the Communist Party Congress. About 2,300 delegates have gathered in Beijing for the week-long meeting. Xi is expected to announce a third term as party leader, paving the way to become the most powerful ruler since Mao Zedong. In a wide-ranging speech, he focused on security and policy priorities, calling for further military growth and opposition to Taiwanese independence. Reporter Patrick Falk has the details from Beijing.
Well, look, these things are worded very carefully indeed. So any slight change to the wording from what's been said in the past could represent major shifts in policy. But ultimately, I think the key takeaway really is that there wasn't any indication that there would be any major shift in policy. And to an extent, that is what is expected, particularly with President Xi Jinping likely to stay on for a third term, and with most political analysts agreeing that the new leadership will be packed with Xi loyalists. In particular, President Xi spoke today about the party's achievements, including its handling of COVID-19, reigning in Hong Kong and stopping the unrest from going on there, and also opposing Taiwan separatism. To an extent, this is all being used as justification, if you like, for President Xi to stay on for that historic third term after scrapping term limits in 2018. So the emphasis today was very much on continuity, notably on Taiwan. He did talk about China never renouncing the use of force to bring the self-ruled island under its control. And there was a response from Taiwan today also saying that it would never back down on its sovereignty or back down on the principles of freedom and democracy.
That's reporter Patrick Falk in Beijing. Now, for more, we spoke with Guy Saint-Jacques, Canada's former ambassador to China, and we asked him if Xi's concentration of power could have an impact on human rights.
Indeed. In fact, since he took power, he has increased controls on freedom of expression, on religious freedom. In fact, on religion, he said that we will remain committed to the principle that religions in China must be Chinese in orientation. In his speech, he did not mention Xinjiang or Tibet. And the paramount message that comes out of his message is of his speech is national security. And there he says that the party must work hard to remain the dominant political force and repeal all attempts internally and externally that could challenge the rule by the Communist Party. And so that means that, in fact, also it will make it very difficult for anyone to try to tell the president that his policies are not the best for China. Nobody will want to criticize him, especially after the Xi Jinping thought will be enshrined in the party's constitution. And therefore, we have to be to watch very carefully. We'll have to think about how we can defend and protect our values and interests.
Guy Saint-Jacques is a former Canadian ambassador to China.